Hey everyone, what's up? Jamie Laszlo here. You've probably been wondering, hey, that guy hasn't made a video in like forever. I know, that's just the way it is. That's the way it's gonna be. Um, I make videos every once in a while. So, but I've been busy. I've been really, really busy. What I did is I finished my basement and I basically brought my life down into the basement. Why did I do that? Well, I got the phone call a couple months ago. Um, can mom move in with you? From my sister. She's gonna have to move in. She's not gonna be able to afford her rent anymore. And so, to have a bit of privacy, I decided to move my life into the basement. So, anytime I post online, I will literally be posting as a guy who with lives with his mom in the basement. Um, but at least it's my house, right? But I thought I'd do a tour of what I've been doing because, man, I worked so hard that it was hard to get down the steps every morning for about a week and a half or so. So everything you're about to see, I brought down into the basement except for the big arcade machines. So I'm in the bar right now, which is the last room. I'm going to switch this, and I think it's do this vertically instead of horizontally. And this is the bar. Um, that's one TV there with my little Pittsburgh thing. And this bar, this is not done yet. It's not finished. I was going to do this when I got all my posters and everything, but two of them got lost in the mail. So a poster will be going there. This will all be getting covered up, all these wires. There's the frame there. I'm getting posters that are movie related with bar scenes in them. So I got a Trees Lounge movie poster coming with Steve Buscemi. Beautiful girls with all the characters drinking at the bar. I got a Shining poster here with Nicholson at the bar. There's my beer light I got at a thrift store for, I think, $30. I got a 53 inch by, God, what is it? It's humongous. It's an Italian 1988 Barfly poster, so it's huge. I think it's about almost 5 feet tall, and I'm not sure the inches across, but it's humongous. The frame for that was off the hook. I'm not even going to tell you how much I paid to get that framed. I have last detail there, but that'll be getting even though there's a lot of drinking in that movie. There's no real bar scene on the poster, so I'm gonna move that and replace it with something. I have a, where did it go? I have Sideways, the movie Sideways. I don't want to make you guys seasick by moving too much, but I have this that I'm gonna put into a frame and hang up. The guys, if you ever seen this movie, it's fucking hilarious, drinking wine. And I have a certificate for my Barfly poster, printed in 1988 for use in movie theaters. Pretty cool. I'll hang that next to it. Once I have all my posters in hand and organized and knowing what to do with it. And then you have clock on the wall, a little closet with not much in it. Here's a little music corner. The time I met Alice Cooper in 1990. The Sword signed their CD for me. I bought this, Billy Gibbons signed. Bought that at the show, Pat Benatar show in Vegas, where it's signed. I met Nancy Wilson when she was with this band for a split second, and the whole band signed that. She would not sign anything heart related at that showing. Carmine Appice, I forget who's Appice and who's Appice. When I saw Vanilla Fudge at the Sea of Tranquility Fall Fest, obviously, according to him, I rock. And there's another drum head of Carl Palmer in 2019. God, I can't believe it's been that long already when I met him. I saw recently Graham Nash live, and I bought this at the merch table. It's the Our House lyrics that are printed, and then he signed at the bottom. So those are all my autographs there in a corner. There's my Daredevil #1. And if you go like this, whoops, it's got a little bling bling to it. It's a 0.5, but it's still Daredevil #1. There's some vinyl records there. And you go over here to the Monster Magnet closet, and vinyl records there, vinyl records there, and down to the seat. We'll go down there in a minute. But I got a TV, the main TV there with, I need to get all this organized. I'm not sold on how I have it. I don't like this. I need to cover up these wires somehow. I'm playing some Rush right before I started this video. Underrated album, Hold Your Fire. My old school cassette player. Steelers helmet signed. Yalmer Yager signed Puck. And my old school toys that I've been collecting for a few years, with this original TV that from my childhood that we had in our kitchen growing up in the late 70s, early 80s. And I keep it on the antenna network so it plays the shows that I used to watch on it, like Benson. And more toys. Oh, my Batman album fell. Gotta fix that. And my original boombox from when I was a teenager. So you come down the hallway. There's my sports rugs there. And on the right you have more music related stuff. A little Pat Benatar thing there for you with some ultra rare albums. Ultra rare single right there. Not too many of those exist. Danzig poster from when I saw him, Psycho Vegas in 2021. Some cassettes, original cassettes I had when I was a kid that meant a lot to me. The Stray Cats is there because it's the first one I ever bought with my own money. The Easter Bunny brought me that Rush, and those two albums kind of changed my life. And since I live with Grace, you got to have a little Bob Marley on the wall, and some stupid little guitar I bought at Hobby Lobby. A fake guitar, I should say. So the cassette, across from that, the CDs, cassettes. It's a wall of CDs. So I'm walking backwards, basically. I started in the back room, and I'm going to go to the front room because I think that's the best way to do it. My little Hall of Fame thing that I do coming up this July, I'll be entering in the next... Oh, this is an old one. It only goes to 2020. I didn't even notice that when I framed it. Yeah, I got to put the new one in there with updated. Yeah. Whoops. I got to fix that too. See? Now I'm noticing things that need done. Up there, some knickknacks. My Pat Benatar clock. Kind of a... I don't know if somebody homemade that in the 80s or what, but I cannot find it online at all. So I don't know where it came from. And a Beatles pin that they were giving away or something to fans or a fan club in the mid-60s. And then the arcade. So this Miss Pac-Man I bought at Walmart. It's supposed to be $200, but for some reason they had it for 99 bucks. So I grabbed it. The smaller version that goes on a table is supposed to be $99. I'm not sure why they had this bigger one, but it plays really well. And it's a nice size. The screen is normal size with some lights up there. This Pac-Man lights up. I don't have it plugged in right now. And then the arcade with the same arcade machines. And I'm one down right now. There's the arcade rug. Joust is up. Galaga's up. Millipede is up. The screen is starting to fade on me though. But Asteroids is down. I have the monitor out, and I drove it to a guy who's going to fix it for me, hopefully. And hopefully in a couple weeks I have that. See, I was waiting for that before I do a tour too, but it's just things are taking too long, so I decided just to do it. There's the high scores on the arcade games because Galaga and Joust have a lot of games in them. Galaga has 60, Joust has like 130, I think. So there's the Iron Man Awards. I had that upstairs too. And then there's a thing I drew about 8 years ago. Laszlo's Barcade, written like the Galaga logo. And I drew all those little guys and logos and stuff. Underneath that, I have, yes, episode 1 kind of sucks, but it's a cool poster, and it's pretty rare. It's hard to find online. I bought it at Spencer's when the 99 before the movie came out, and I don't think there's a lot out there. And I got a heavy metal poster from like 96 when they re-released it on VHS. And a couple, see, this is crooked. Can't have that. And Mr. Dew Clock, some arcade stuff there. And then this goes into the movie room, where here I have like all my Disney stuff and Saturday morning cartoon stuff and like DreamWorks animated stuff all there. And here I have horror and sci-fi with my little figures and lights. This is my Army of Darkness Evil Dead display. And I just have a cheap Five Below light above these figures, and it flashes. And more stuff, more posters. I got the arcade 1-up version of Tron because the original Tron would cost you about $5,000. And I had this all upstairs in the movie room. See, I had a separate movie room on the second floor of the house. I had the bar on the main floor. Now all this shit is on one floor, at least. And some more shit there. 3D Star Trek shit. Star Trek box sets with some figures. An original Captain Kirk there. And we got Underworld. From Dusk Till Dawn, my From Dusk Till Dawn poster that I got from Blockbuster in 1990, early 97 maybe, when it came out on video. I went in and I said, you guys have a From Dusk Till Dawn poster? You can just give me an extra one? And they're like, nope. Then I got into my car and the dude came running out and said, dude, we found one for you. And there it still is all these years later. Signed Kevin Smith. Dogma poster, just a cheap little King Kong poster, my original Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea poster. See, a lot of this shit was upstairs in the movie room. E.T., a little bit of Star Wars stuff, some original toys with the AT-AT and the Death Star. The Death Star that lights up. More Blu-rays, my Now Playing thing. Jason, Star Wars poster. That's the artwork on the back of the giant size #1 comic book. I thought that was really cool when I saw it. I saw that at Target years ago. My original Chewbacca unopened from '78. And oh, look at that. What's on TV here? This is my new OLED 83-inch. Got Star Wars playing. Speakers up in the wall. Got 7 speakers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 underneath the receiver with a subwoofer. So this is a little room. So when you turn it up, man, this room starts to vibrate. It's like a movie theater. It really is. I always wanted my own movie theater, and I think I kind of got it. For Your Eyes Only original poster, not in the best shape. It had a lot of creases in it, like somebody folded it 50 times like a road map. But I literally got an iron and some steam and ironed it out a little bit, and now it doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look bad in that frame at all. The Fly with my figure, the classic Universal Monsters box set. And of course I also have these movies on the 4K as they release them. Dawn of the Dead on the wall, on the door to the bathroom, and you go in the bath. So I got my own bathroom, so now I could sit there if I gotta use the bathroom and watch the movie, and I don't have to pause it. Isn't that awesome? And I had upstairs a lot of comic books on the wall in the bathroom. Here I kind of went minimal with that. This is Avengers #7 that I found at a thrift store. Fantastic Four, always loved that cover, one of my favorite covers of all time. 72. Daredevil #4. Submariner #35. I think that's kind of like the beginning of the Defenders right there. Amazing Spider-Man 361. I bought that off the rack when everybody was buying comic books and keeping them in great shape. So even though it's the first appearance of Carnage, there's a lot out there in great shape, so it's not worth as much as one would think or hope. My mom bought me that one when I was a kid in the 70s. I saw Wonder Woman on it, I bought it for you. So I put that in a frame, and that one, I always liked that cover because it's just, he's watching himself on TV, just very surreal and weird. And there's a shower here. You're like, oh no, the steam will ruin the comics. Well, all these comics are in bags. They are sealed up pretty good in there, and the frames are sealed up too. So I don't think they'll get damaged. That was upstairs in my old bathroom. And this cracked thing was on the wall for about 10 years up there, and it just came right off the wall. And I had to use a little bit of Elmer's glue to get it back on, but looks pretty good still. Spider-Man towels. So, yeah, that's everything you see here was moved by me except these machines. So, I mean, it's really cool. It sucks that it had to happen because I'm getting a roommate, but I mean, I'm the oldest son, so you gotta do what you gotta do. And there's the clock up on the wall. It tells me when I need to go to bed and I drink too much. It's getting late, Laszlo, go to bed. That's what that clock does. So, yeah, guys. Oh, you go in here. You're like, where's the beer fridge? There it is. There's the beer fridge. That beer fridge is like from 1962. I think my dad had a guy who is running kind of loud right now. Yeah, it just needs tilted and it stops. So yeah, that thing is about 60 years old and still working. Never had any maintenance done to it. So, all right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little tour and you get an idea of where I'll be, doing Sea of Tranquility videos from sometimes. The TV in the other room, you can't turn off the screensaver. So if I ever want to do a slideshow, I'll have to be in here using this one. So everyone have a good Memorial Day if you're in the States and you celebrate that. If not, just have a good rest of your Sunday. And take care, everybody. Later.